All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. All right, great band, good guys. This is Evolution Eden and their album entitled Sonic Cinema. This is really good melodic rock. It's original. It's kind of muscular in places. It's kind of AOR in other places. It's got its own vibe. And I like these guys a lot. They were on the show, I don't know, like a month ago, and they said they would send this out, and they did. And I think I'm the only one in my neighborhood that has this album. So I'm very happy. See, I like owning stuff. I'll be happier if I own stuff, right? It's the reverse of you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah. How about I own stuff and I can still be happy? So anyway, great rock and roll from Evolution Eden. Check them out. Dolly Parton doing rock and roll these days, and I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm not as enthusiastic about it as the entire world seems to be. Now, Dolly Parton did her new single, which is called World on Fire. She performed it via the Country Music Awards, ACM Awards, as they call it. And, the song is pretty powerful. It's a good song. It's kind of a rock song. It borrows a little bit from Queen. I heard a little Don Henley in there from his Building the Perfect Beast or End of the Innocents. I'm not sure which of those albums, but it had some production in there where the background vocals reminded me of this song called Driving with Your Eyes Closed a little bit. But yeah, all these references just kind of bounce around like pinballs inside my brain. But I'm listening to Dolly Parton sing this song, and yeah, there's some lyrics in there. The world is on fire. First of all, you're thinking, okay, is this about climate change? I don't think so. I think it was just basically how we're not all getting along and how politicians are bad. Some of it is generic enough where it's not too preachy. It's just more like, I wish we could get along. And Dolly just puts in a stellar performance. Fantastic. So, Dave, what's your problem with this? First of all, I think I have a problem with Dolly Parton hijacking rock and roll. And the reason for all of this is because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, we need to put in another woman. Dolly Parton, she's iconic. Yeah, she's definitely rock and roll material. And Dolly said, no, wait a minute, I'm not. Please withdraw my nomination. They didn't, and then they put her in. Okay? First ballot, they put her in. Iron Maiden, on the other hand, they did not get in. Warren Zevon did not get in. I could go down the list of artists who are legitimate as far as their rock and roll bona fides, but they're not in. They're not even being nominated. Kansas, they're not. Have they ever been nominated? They're a rock and roll band from Kansas. Anyway, folks, getting back to Dolly singing this song, commanding performance, great ending, very theatrical, again, very Reba McEntire from the 90s. But I came to this conclusion. You've got this great country voice. No matter how you try to say to yourself, oh, wait a minute, she's doing this, but you're still hearing this voice from Locust Ridge, Tennessee. You're hearing that sound singing a song that's got some elements of rock to it. So on that level, it doesn't work. And I know the rest of the album might be like this, and it might be cool. It might be, like Robert Plant, Alison Krauss kind of thing, but they're doing more of like a bluegrass thing. They're not trying to be overtly rock and roll. Dolly Parton is trying to be a rock star, hence the name of her album. So is this good for rock and roll? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. It's great for Dolly Parton, absolutely. The fact that she's performing this rock song at the ACMs, um, just it tells you everything you need to know. Why didn't she perform it, you know, before a rock audience? She performed it before a country audience. It's just, again, adds a little bit more credibility to what I'm trying to say here, which is, I just, is Dolly Parton, is she going to get played on, mainstream rock stations? No, of course not. She won't get played on pop stations. She won't get played on anything. Look, she's had an amazing career. She scored a #1 hit when I was really just paying attention to the charts back, I hate to say this year, but I think it was 80 or 81, 9 to 5. 9 to 5. And basically an R&B song. It's an R&B. The Pointer Sisters could have killed 9 to 5 if they had done it. And Dolly got it, and she took it all the way to #1. It's because she's a good singer. But did her voice match the song? Yes and no, kind of. It was more pop. Certainly wasn't this blazing rock and roll song like World on Fire is. In any event, see, rock to me is dying a slow death, especially the stuff that you can listen to, where the singers don't all sound, like they were born in Seattle. And Dolly Parton, her Tennessee roots, she's never going to be able to, shake that. And to me, I think that's a good thing. I think she would be smart to go and do music that, like Alison Krauss, Robert Plant, or just make the music that she's always made and get some good production. And, I know she's appeared on Christian radio recently, with Zach Williams, I think, on one song, and she killed it because Zach is kind of country. So it works and it sounds legitimate. This, to me, even though it was a great performance, she just doesn't have a rock and roll voice. That's, I think, what I'm trying to say. And it's not a bad thing. It's just an honest assessment. And I think people are still going to eat this up, though, because it's the power of Dolly. It's like she's bigger than life. She's kind of like the Donald Trump. For some people don't like that, but she just kind of sucks the air out of the room and everybody's just looking at her. And it's just, it's an amazing performance. That's all I could say. Amazing performance, but her voice is just, it's not rock and roll. So that's my assessment. Not any knock on Dolly. People say I should stay in my lane. I'm thinking Dolly should too, but we can blame the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for this. We can. Certainly a great boost to Dolly Parton's career, though. She's 77 years old, so she can kind of do whatever she wants to do. Here's Evolution Eden one more time. This is legitimate rock and roll played by guys who sound like they're rock and roll. Sonic Cinema, check it out. Courtesy of Lion's Pride Music. Yeah, it's good. Good stuff. And once again, I want to thank the guys for sending me the CD. All right, I'm done. I'm toast. See you soon.